My name's Joe Kiniry. I was at UMass between 93 and 94. I got into computing because I touched and used my first computer in 81 at a summer camp at a nature center. They set up these tables and they had a bunch of TRS-80s on there from Radio Shack. And they taught us how to program in BASIC. I was learning about nested loops and I couldn't understand them instantaneously. It was the first time in my life I didn't understand something, so I was like, oh damn it, I'm gonna learn about this. And so I got into computing only because I found it a little difficult and interesting. It was the first time that I was seeing research scholars teach, witnessing the balance of how profs pursue excellent research, because that's where you get most of your gold stars, but still find a way to do good teaching and lean into it. I always liked the professors who actually did the hands-on work with their students, still coded and still did, theorem proving and whatnot. So I've always done that in my career, just been one of the guys, with my sleeves rolled up. The other things that stick with me though were mainly about living in Central Mass. It was like the music scene in Northampton and some of the best concerts of my life and hanging out with musicians, playing pinball and drinking beer at various hangouts with townies, kind of small town life. Computing for common good is about doing work that will make my parents and my colleagues proud. Something that'll impact the world in a constructive and positive way. All the work we do at my public benefit company, Free and Fair, on trustworthy elections has this taste and feel. But also, pretty much every project I run at my other company, Galois, which focuses R&D for national security, is about just that. It's about picking projects that are defensive and help us protect our assets and help protect privacy and security and help make sure bad things don't happen. Always be pursuing research that has a development side and that has a impact window of at least a decade away. Don't always be staring at the problem that's in front of us or the one that's easy to get funded because something got popular. Always be pursuing a line of research that you think maybe won't even land in your career, is beyond the window of your career. Because some of those things can bring you the most joy and have the best long-term impact if you can figure out a way to fit it in your research agenda. As someone in computing, the world is your oyster, right? There's a lot of opportunities out there to have an impact. It's not always the case that choosing a company that happens to be gigantic and rich and pays you a lot of money is the right choice. I think we need to optimize for something beyond just the paycheck or the stock options, and choose to do work that you can be proud of, not because you solved some thorny technical problem or you got to learn a new language or framework every few weeks, but because you've created something that impacts society or people use in a constructive way.